Hi, I'm Shannon Ryan. I'm the EVP North America for Valtech.
And?
Hi, I'm John Mullin. I head strategy for Javelin.
I'm arguing on the side of evil, which in this room means I'm on the good side in terms of you can't go too far with data or personalization.
Is that true?
Well, I risk turning into a puff of smoke when I say that too much, too far, of course. That of course there's room for creativity, room for ethics to inject into this conversation.
John, you're up
What
first.
What happens when you age?
So Mike Pratt and I shared a joke a few days ago. It was that we could sell out this venue if we passed out fake IDs. And when the dust kind of settled on that, it felt really quaint. Like, remember fake IDs? Our kids won't have to worry about fake IDs. Our kids are going to have to worry about whether what they see and hear is even real. They're going to have to worry about who they can trust with all the data they're broadcasting as they smile into their phone or go for a workout. So of course there's too much data. This conversation is data. This conversation is data. My voice is biodata. This is biodata. So this is in the context taken together with genomic data. The cost of a full human genome is expected to be, in 2030, the cost is a penny. With this much data, there's not a shortage of data, there's a shortage of trust. Trust is the flywheel. We need to inject ethics and creativity into the personalization discussion. All right. Shannon, you're up.
All right, folks. Here's the hard truth. I think it's the fourth or the fifth immutable law of marketing. There's no such thing as too much data. There's no such thing as going too far in personalization. In fact, all of you, Scrooge McDuck-like, dive deep into that pool of data every single day. And in fact, the only reason we ever say the words too far or too much when it comes to data or personalization is when we screw it up. Don't screw it up. Everybody wants it. It's like your great-grandmother at a wedding. Stick her in the corner, let people come by, get their pearl of wisdom, and 2 weeks later, you question whether she was there or not. That's great data and personalization. Unfortunately, many of you employ data and personalization like your drunk uncle. It's all good. You invite him until he stands up and says, I want to talk about the bride.
All right. Didn't see that coming. John, what say you? So again, my voice is data. This is my voice print. So there's a company in Israel, Sound Health, that will use AI. They'll take my voice, they'll decode it. They'll tell me, is he depressed? Is he anxious? Is he likely to default on his loans? It's astonishingly accurate. My question to Shannon, at what point does consent and permission begin for that data?
I think you said the right word there. It's astonishingly accurate. It works. There's something called the privacy paradox. We all know what it is. There's a survey out that said 86% of consumers want to interact with brands that know who they are and recognize their habits. Why would you not give the consumer what the consumer wants?
All right. Now, the guy who said he had all your personal data for jockey underwear gets to ask the first question.
All right. So my question is going to turn the conversation a little bit, I think. Who should own the data, the agency or the brand?
Ooh. All right. Thank you. Hold on a second. Thank you, audience, for participating. You know what? If they say something you like, let them know it. And if they don't, heckle the crap out of them. All right? I want you guys involved. John, you're up.
You can start the next fight.
I would say that when it comes to my biodata, that I have a biodata bill of rights that gives me access to my data, lets me know when people are accessing or signaling or using my data, that it's my data, and this is the space for differentiation, the space for innovation with brands to be truly creative. The breakaway opportunity is in innovation in the personalization space.
Shannon.
I think the simple answer to that question is both. I think that people are willing to give over their data if the brand understands one word, two words: trust and transparency. If you do that, if you play by those rules, people will willingly give you information to make their lives better. I may be a little Hobbesian in my belief that people are short, nasty, and brutish, but at the end of the day, they want good customer service.
I got a follow-up.
I will give you a follow-up, but you still got, hold on, you guys get a question too, but why not?
Last.
Okay.
What do you got?
So let's say that a lot of these agencies come to us and they want our data so that they can do something with that data, right? They're going to enhance it, put a third-party append to it, whatever the case might be. When does it become intellectual property of that agency and not my data?
Who wants to answer that one?
John?
Because we have a biodata bill of rights that we've engineered together to innovate in this space, we've got a solution for that we've worked on together with. But a point that I wanted to make for the CMOs is fundamentally it's how do we allocate. I'm not arguing against data and personalization. I'm arguing for creativity. I'm arguing for ethics and innovation added to that in joint venture with the customer.
But you can't have creativity and innovation if you stifle the very essence of what that is, which is trying to push the boundaries of what's possible. Do it correctly, don't screw it up, and everyone is happy. It's a really simple equation. Unfortunately, the challenge is most agencies aren't set up to handle the responsibility. I think it was Kierkegaard who said, with great power no, that was Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. You have a great responsibility. Don't screw it up. Go to the pros, use experts. And when you go offside, admit it, move on, and work back to gain trust. Simple.
All right, now we have one more question. Wait. Yvonne wanted to, but you're the head ref, so you can overrule her.
I'm going to overrule.
Oh, okay.
So the audience really wants to get you to know you guys better before they decide who they're going to give their final vote to. So how would you feel about us putting on the screens your social security number, your medical history, and drunk pictures of you from college?
First of all, he quoted Soren Kierkegaard, so I don't know that he has any drunk pictures, okay?
Well,
So
I don't think we have the time to put it all up there, but I would ask as the consumer, one, to what benefit? Where has been the mutual engagement? If I put mine up, will you put yours up?
It would help us get to know you better so we know who to vote for.
But I would argue that that's not what I want as a consumer. What I want as a consumer is charming, not alarming. I mean, don't go too far in that equation.
John?
So the topic again is data and personalization, too much, too far? Of course it's too much, too far. YouTube was just fined $170 million for tracking voice data. It was children's voice data.
That's
so
not
of course it's
personalization, that's a
over-rotated.
felony.
Not allowed to interrupt your Fight Club. Not allowed to interrupt. Go ahead, John.
So I think I'm feeling aligned that it's very simple to go too far. We need to joint venture with consumers to figure out how to innovate in this space. It's a breakaway brand opportunity.
Wow. Start voting. Start voting. And the winner is Shannon Ryan.